Good morning. It's morning time. I think I look like I'm still in morning phase. Kind of early. Everybody's still sleeping. Sunday morning. So I spent yesterday starting to put stuff in the ground. In the backyard, I started to put stuff in the ground and was really contemplating what it is that I'm going to put in the front yard. And after much consideration and deliberation, I decided that I was going to put in I have some small watermelons that we're seeding, like small personal melons, and some acorn squash, some spaghetti squash, and some lunar squash. So I knew it was going to rain last night. It was called for in the forecast. And yesterday afternoon, it did rain a little bit, and then the sky cleared, so I figured we were done. So I came out last night to plant stuff. If you're going to plant, especially in a very sunny location, it's better to do it at the end of the day so the plants at least have a little bit of time for that shock to be while it's cooler, so they're ready. So when the heat of the day comes, that they can be a little bit more prepared. So let me show you what I did. So our lovely garden, my mustard has started to seed and flower, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to go ahead and let it do so. Then we have a nice happy family of mushrooms growing in there. Let's see. So I had planted those strawberries. We got the mushrooms coming up perfectly fine. The endive is still actually coming up pretty well. I got some, so even though I planted the strawberries, my greens are still coming up, which I expected to happen perfectly fine with me. But yes, we have a nice healthy thing of mustard. And I thought that was going to be like charcoal kohlrabi. I honestly don't know what this is. Maybe, is that sorrel? I think maybe this is sorrel in that it was too hot, so it bolted immediately. But I don't know. So anyways, here's what I did. I have the watermelons up here. I have, what was this? Now I can't remember. So these two in the back are, here, I don't like doing it like that. Maybe if we try to get a wide shot. So here's the front yard garden. So in this, I don't know. So what did I put in here? I gotta remember now. So this is the spaghetti squash, and those are the pumpkins. Okay, now I got it. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and put some stuff in the ground yesterday, thinking that we got an afternoon storm, thinking that was going to be the end of it, and came out here last night as everybody was ready to go to bed, and went ahead and put stuff in the ground. So in the front little square garden that I have right here, so I have one, 2, 3 watermelons. That last one's a little small, but I wanted to go ahead and get it in the ground. It was stunted. It's not getting the same amount of sun, so I wanted to go ahead and do so. And this one, I had much bigger plants to work with. These two on the outer corners are spaghetti squashes, and inside are acorn squash. So the spaghetti squash will vine up, and the acorn squashes will spread and cover the dirt and keep it cool. And then finally, in number 3, we have 3 pumpkins that manage. So these are pie pumpkins. Those are small personal pumpkins. So they manage to seed, and then again 2 acorn squashes on the outside for ground cover once they're more mature. So I went ahead and did that last night, and I don't know if you could tell, it was wet. It rained a lot. I woke up, it was midnight, 1, I don't know what time it was. I wear glasses and at night, so I can't see the time. But it was in the middle of the night, and it was torrential downpour. Actually, there were a couple of times where the wind came, and I was waiting to hear for like a tornado siren or something. It was a lot of rain, and it lasted for a good hour of heavy rain. And it's rained all these past couple of weeks, which is wonderful. Everything's growing and green and beautiful. But one of the things I've been wanting to get is a rain barrel to capture this moisture. And every time it rains, I'm like, why do I not have a rain barrel? I need to go and purchase one. So that's something that I will do this week, 100%. After all this rain, I have to do it. I've missed out on capturing so much extra water to be able to use in the garden and around. And just, why not? Why not? I can take a little bit of the rain, but yeah, so the ground is soaking. Some of my raspberries that got planted earlier in the season are starting to bloom and bud, which is really exciting. I'm glad that they actually, managed to live and survive. So, next 2-3 years, we're going to start having some raspberries. But yeah, so I got everything in the ground, and then it torrential downpour. I was thinking about water them. I'm glad I didn't. There would have been no need to. Oh, and the dirt was so full of worms. I knew it would be. So I used my hands to dig. And every time I'd reach my hand in, like 3 or 4 worms would come out. So I'm glad I did not use the shovel, because I knew I would have cut them all in half. So, well, I'm going to go take a walk this morning before the children get up and enjoy this fresh air. The creek is so full. I can hear the sound of the water rushing from here. There was so much rain. So much. I'm going to go take a walk. Well, you guys have a great morning. I'm going to go finish putting stuff in the ground to get a bunch more. We'll check out the back garden later on. But for now, go have a great morning. Go catch your piece of the rising sun, and I'm going to go catch mine. Bye. Bye. Hey. So like I said, I was going to go take a walk here in the green space right next to the house. And first, I hope you can hear the water. It's so full. Definitely turned our creek into a river right now. There it is. Turned the creek into a river. But I decided to take this walk, and I have saved probably 50 worms so far. So I've saved like 50 worms from the rain. Here's another. I started to use my fingers, but they've just gotten too muddy and slimy trying to help them back in the ground. So I got a little piece of grass. But as I'm out here walking, just finding little worms on the ground. One there. One there. They're just trying to make it home. So we're going to help them back in. Come here, buddy. Let's get you up. Put you back in the dirt. Right there. And you right here, sir. Let's get you up. Oh, sorry. Get you over the hump. All the beautiful clover. There. And now, one more little guy. Come on. Let's go. Let's get you in the dirt. Oh. Need a little bit of head start. Oh, there you go. I've saved some pretty fat ones too. So yeah, I'm just out here trying to save the life of the worms before they all get stuck to the ground and die. Before people run them over. So many worms. I hate to see them lost. All right, I'm going to keep walking and saving worms. Catch you later.